Welcome to Dispatches from Shed Quarters. This is Mike.
And Jason.
How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
A little tired, no, but I've been able to just chill and relax all day, so it's kind of nice.
You had an extra holiday day or something? Is that
well, not really. I had to take Xander or go pick up Xander from Waterloo the other day.
You want one of these?
I'm not going to say no.
Okay.
Yeah, we better appease the audience.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Cheers, brother. Well, you
my apologies.
Fucking animal.
I forgot my beer etiquette.
No kid. Yeah, beer. This beer is the 1972 English Ale from Sons of Kent.
Okay.
And this is my go-to.
This is your go-to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the ones that are on the regular menu, that are always on the regular menu, this is the one.
Okay, so. Yeah, you mentioned, I think it was last episode, you mentioned the Scotch Ale, but that's only a winter thing.
Yes. Yeah, the Scotch.
We talked about you getting the tanker truck and doing the Mad Max thing down the 401. Yeah.
One can only hope that Alfie and Doug Hunter, the guys that run Sons, have heard this and can make that a reality somehow, some way.
We could make a really cool ad, like a Mad Max themed ad for Sons of Kent.
Oh, I don't know if they have the budget for something like that.
Okay, we'll have to do it on the cheap, but we can work something out. We can do some amazing things with duct tape, dude.
Oh, that's true. I'm also thinking, we said there's enough of a farm community around here. We could probably get a bunch of tractors and tanks and other things.
See, it could make this a local effort.
We should probably talk to those guys. Yeah, that could probably. Oh, that would be something else. No, I said I went there yesterday or Saturday.
Whatever day it
was. I said me and my brother and his fiance were just sat around and shot the shit for a little bit, and I made it here just in time for everybody else to get here for our regularly scheduled gaming night.
Was I there?
What's that?
Was I there?
Gaming?
Yeah.
There was a Jason-shaped shape sitting.
Tells you where my brain is.
Yeah, that good, huh?
It's a bit of a blur.
Oh, no.
I don't know, just feeling a little off. I think it's just tired. Even though I've been taking my medicine, my sleep's been kind of weird lately.
Is it stress of the season?
It could be.
It is getting into the season where everybody loses their goddamn minds. So.
That's probably a big part of it for me, honestly.
Well, this is. I did see it like a meme, and they're talking about, oh yeah, I said, you shouldn't have to go broke to show somebody you love them over Christmas, and I was like, it's been pretty established that that's the way things go from here and on in. So you don't have to go broke is two different things.
That's true.
Because most people go like, okay, I'm not going to spend hardly any money on people's gifts. And then you get thanks. And it's like, well, fuck you.
See, the problem I have with this is, you're going to go broke to show people how you feel, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm already broke. I have nowhere to start.
Yeah, well, so dig the hole just like everybody else does.
I really do hate this season. I really do. I hate it.
Have you seen... Well, David K. Montoya is having a rough time because of this season as well, because this is the worst time of year for people to deal with mental health issues like depression and loneliness and anxiety from trying to make everybody happy. This is the worst because there's so much pressure on being a consumer in this day and age, and people just aren't able to deal with it anymore because it's nonstop starting in November.
Yep. Before that.
Well, yeah.
Before that.
The majority of it seems like November is when the big push comes in.
Oh yeah,
because
that's when the big push starts. But people start talking about this shit, and they're already ordering shit. And I've had to listen to my coworkers already going on and on about this shit for a month.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, come on.
It's brutal.
And literally, as I was parking my car before I came in here, I got a phone call from Tally.
Uh-oh.
Haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah.
What's he need?
He's got a good head on his shoulders. Okay. So, and he's a grown man, but he's got his lease is up at the end of the month.
Uh-oh.
He wants to move out.
Okay.
He wants to quit his job and maybe travel a little bit if he can't find another job right away.
Oh.
Now, he is a computer programmer, so finding work probably isn't going to be that difficult.
No, because IT is where it's at.
Right.
So,
but it's a big gamble.
Especially,
He's got some money socked away. He said he'd be all right for a short time, but I'm not worried about that aspect of it. It's the moving part.
Yeah, where's he going to go?
Exactly.
Does he have any idea where he wants to go?
Well, he wants to find work and live in Waterloo again.
Oh.
He's in Toronto right now.
Okay.
He loves the Waterloo area. He wants to go back to Waterloo.
Gotcha.
But he has to get that sorted out. He's probably not going to find a place in Waterloo right away.
No.
And then, so odds are we're going to have to go and collect him from Toronto and bring all his stuff back here and store it in our place, which, it's, he just threw that at me, and I'm still kind of reeling a bit from it. So, and Crystal doesn't even know. Crystal's at work. She's going to find out about this when she gets home from work. Yeah. And I know she's not going to be happy.
No.
But, like I said, he's a grown man. It's his decision. He can do what he wants. Well, all we can do is try to help and support him as best we can.
He is a grown man. This is his decision. He can find a place to store his own shit. It's not incumbent upon you.
He would if he has to. But do you really think my wife's going to let that happen?
No.
Exactly.
But it should be something that...
Like, he's already said he'd pay for the expenses, getting a U-Haul and whatnot.
Yes.
So, whatever. But it's the stress of doing it that worries me. I remember moving into the fucking place 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy because he's downtown Toronto, where parking is unheard of.
Yeah.
We got yelled at from a few different neighbors.
No kidding.
For blocking the driveway with the U-Haul.
What do you want me to do?
And it wouldn't surprise me as we're loading stuff into the truck, stuff goes missing off the back of the truck when we're not looking.
Yeah, that's where you need that extra body just to hang it on the tail of the truck to make sure.
So, I don't know. We got a couple weeks to sort it out and discuss it and figure out what we're doing.
Just in time for Christmas. Just in time for New Year's.
Yeah.
Is there stuff that you can leave there? What stuff does he absolutely have to bring with him?
Well, his bed. And I believe he might have a dresser, but I'm not sure. Can't remember if he had a dresser when we moved him in there, but the bed for sure. And it's a king size or queen size bed, I think.
Prescription?
What?
Is it a prescription bed?
No, but it's a bed. Beds are important.
Beds. You can buy beds.
Not for as cheap as since he already owns one.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is... I feel like I'm low energy and down. And
that's what this show is for, is to get this stuff out of our systems, because I was listening to Dave Montoya's last podcast, and he was very low energy, feeling beat up and in the blues because of the season, what's going on. But by the end of that episode, he had talked out of his system, and you could hear him coming up. The more he talked, he got it out of his system, and this is what the whole idea of this show is part of.
There's too much I have to figure out at this point now.
Yeah. So. But I say to you, how do you eat an elephant? one bite at a time.
Wow, that's very like Zen philosophy.
It is. It is.
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you should be because I learned something interesting about you last night.
Something interesting. Oh, God damn it.
So, imagine my surprise when my pal, my friend Mike, here we are sitting at this table, and he reaches into the bag. Yes, that bag, or a bag similar to it.
Very similar to this bag right there.
Yes, and I have come to learn that you, a man who's full of acceptance, I've never seen you say a bad word about any different race or culture, anything like that, other than in joke, in jest. You know, and you used to call me a racist on the other podcast and all. Yeah. So exactly when did you become a JuJube-ist and only eat black JuJubes?
I didn't say I only eat black JuJubes. I say black JuJubes are my favorite.
That's not what you said. You said you only eat the black ones.
No.
Those were your exact words to me. You are a JuJube-ist, sir.
I am not a JuJube-ist.
You are.
I am an equal opportunity.
There were 3 witnesses at this table last night.
2 of them live here, and they know to shut the fuck up. The other one, if he wants to come back, will also shut the fuck up. So,
you're gonna play that leverage?
Yeah,
you're a JuJube-ist.
No, I'm not.
You're trying to hide the fact that you're a JuJube-ist.
I am totally progressive in my thoughts,
except when it comes to JuJubes.
Oh no, of how the rainbow of colors of JuJubes are all delicious.
You know, a large portion of them taste exactly the same, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I've eaten my body weight in them 3 times over at least. I can tell you, they don't taste a whole lot different from one to the next.
Well, see, where you are now saying everything is bland and the same.
I'm not saying bland, I'm just saying they taste the same.
Which is synonymous with being bland.
No.
I enjoy each and every color and flavor of JuJubes.
That's not what you said last night.
No. That is not.
You knew this was coming.
I knew this was coming.
And so you've been working on your defense this entire time?
Not really. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, well, you're a JuJube-ist. You said it.
I'm not. You're the one who said I was a JuJube-ist.
You're the one who said you don't like the black ones.
I did not. I said I like the black ones.
I also like the black ones because you made direct eye contact with me as you stuck your hand in the bag, pulled out black ones. I only like the black ones.
No.
Yes.
I did not say that.
Yes, it was.
There's no evidence.
There was a confrontation in your face.
Confrontation?
When you did it. Yes, it was like defiance. Like, I only eat the black ones. It was a statement.
You, sir, are just full of hyperbole today.
Yep.
And you are so wrong on this situation. I cannot stress how hurt I personally and attacked I feel right at this moment as you
walk it off
with these baseless lies and accusations.
Sure,
baseless.
No, they're not baseless.
Yes, totally are.
Again, if you weren't strong arming the other people at the table,
I'm not strong arming them at the table. They're not here at the table.
But you just said that they know better than to speak against you.
That's right, because they know
strong arm tactics.
No, not strong arm tactics. It is the might of the right. So
the right fist, probably.
That could probably work.
Oh, you want to speak against me? Yeah.
Yep.
I know how that works.
That's right.
So now we got that out of the way.
I figured your attack would be a little bit longer than that. So.
My reminder hasn't even come up yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You set it for 5 o'clock.
I set it for 5.
10
we're a little
10 minutes
early.
now. We'll dig this back up again. All right.
I did start to check out the Mackay that you mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah. Do they have English dubbing anywhere?
Some of it. The one that I saw, I think it was...
I didn't want to jump in at the end or anything, so I went right back to episode 1, which was just like a minute long, and I don't know what they're saying.
You can turn on subtitles on YouTube.
Oh.
I think I want to say around episode 30 or 35, then they started to add English subtitles right to the...
Okay.
Because some English speakers found it like, what's going on here and why can't we understand it? And the YouTube translation is kind of wonky, but the one that I did watch, it is like spot on translation that they've put into the video.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a couple of them, and it sounded like it might have been just introductions or something because there wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So I skipped ahead to one where the thumbnail looked like there might have been some action going on, and it looked like it was the end of a match or something. Mm-hmm. And all I know is there was one guy holding two people back in the corner, and then there's two more guys in the middle, and the one guy gives the other a double underhook like pile driver that did not look good. No. It looked like the guy's head might have hit. Like it legit looked ugly.
Well, the episode that I watched blew my mind. It was because Jun Kasai shows up. You probably don't know that name.
I never heard that.
Yeah, he's a deathmatch wrestler in Japan.
Is that stuff still going on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Jun Kasai, you're going to have to look up some pictures of Jun Kasai's back. It looks like a road map of scars.
Jeez.
And there's like a divot out of his back where he landed on a meat cleaver in a match.
A meat cleaver?
Yeah. Yeah. Yay, Japan.
That stuff does not interest me.
Yeah, not in the least.
I went through that brief phase with EC Dub back in the day and all, and no, I don't care about it. It does not. That's why the Omega Moxley match from the Full Gear just nah.
Yeah, like I said, some people like it used to have a place, like a bigger place in wrestling. Like you said, EC Dub days, the King of the Deathmatch tournament that Cactus Jack and Terry Funk made famous. I had that tape, and it was like just crazy, the stuff that they were doing. Like the main event was electrified barbed wire cage explosion match.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
I remember Foley talking about it.
It's nuts.
Like Foley's first autobiography detailed it very clearly. And he's like, yeah, I got out of the ring, and there's Terry staying in the middle of the ring as it explodes.
Yeah. It just absolutely nuts what they put themselves through.
I see more of the hardcore stuff still going on in Impact. I think they're like Sammy Callahan's been doing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I don't like it. I don't like when they pull out thumbtacks and shit. Like,
yeah, it's just
the fact that AEW is including it kind of bothers me a bit.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
They're trying to appeal to the biggest, widest audience they can think of.
I don't think it's necessary, though.
Is any wrestling necessary? Really?
Well, okay, if you want to take it to that level.
Yeah, see, that it's like...
Entertainment is not necessary, right?
So it's just different types of entertainment. Some people are going to want to watch it, some people aren't, obviously. And it's just... people that run these promotions try to attract the biggest amount of money they can.
Throw as much crap at the wall, see what sticks.
Exactly. Some people, I know there's a group in Kitchener, Waterloo, called Death Proof Wrestling, and they are strictly deathmatch stuff like that, hardcore stuff. So it's... It has an audience. It's the exact same as train wrecks and police actions.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just one of those things where everybody's just gonna, because it's there, people are gonna watch it, and then somebody goes, "Oh, well, I kind of like it," and then somebody goes, "Oh, you like that? We'll keep doing that." It's just what feeds what is hard to determine.
Hence, why the Kardashians are a thing.
Exactly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's a fucking train wreck from day one. That just keeps falling. It just keeps rolling over. The engine is still trucking along. It's dragging the cars behind it.
Yeah,
but
also the cars are also full of money. For whatever reason, all those cars are full of money. But I don't get it. I don't know.
So I don't understand half of the most popular shows on television right now. That the Kardashians, that Teen Mom is still popular.
What? Really?
Yeah, apparently. I know. I hear people talking about it at work.
See, this is why I don't watch TV.
Fuck, another one. Oh, Jersey Shore came back.
I sadly had heard that was making a comeback.
Yep. It makes me want to disown my daughter because she watches that
shit. It's train wreck TV. That's all it is. It's just everybody's morbid fascination.
I'm starting to get a little bit. I've caught a few episodes here and there, and I'm starting to get into actual, not quite train wrecks, but truck wrecks and whatnot. The Rescue 401 stuff.
Okay,
yeah. My dad was watching it, and I ended up watching an episode or two when I was over visiting last week, and I'm like, I kind of like this. And then we realized that they were filming that the episode we were watching was just outside of Chatham.
Yeah.
And then there was a news article that, like, the next season they filmed a bunch here that's going to be airing soon. All around here. Dave's Chatham Towing, I think, is going to be featured on it.
Yeah, well, it's the nickname of our stretch of highway. Like I said, they call it Carnage Alley or something because it's not wide enough, and for whatever reason, the government has deemed, no, we don't need to put another lane in here. Like, coming into our county and leaving our county is 3 lanes of highway.
Or more.
I
think there's 4 lanes on the other side of Tilbury.
Oh.
I think it expands to 4 lanes on the other side of Tilbury going to Windsor.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking wide.
Yeah. So, for whatever reason, they narrow up the highway.
Yep.
And like I said, it's probably one of the busiest stretches of highway in Ontario, if not Canada, because this is all the truck traffic coming to and from Detroit.
Yep.
And truck drivers, the quality of truck driving has diminished greatly.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's for sure.
People are just, the bodies are getting stacked fast and furious into that area. So when it was nicknamed Carnage Alley, I just well, that's a little extreme. Then you're like, then
you hear the statistics.
Yeah, you go,
wait a minute,
they'd be onto something here.
I mean, you can't go probably 2 or 3 days without there being something that's closed the eastbound lanes or closed the westbound lanes.
Yeah. Well, I can tell when something's going on the 401 because when I'm going to work, when truck traffic gets super heavy on a couple of the streets, it's because they're bypassing parts of Chatham, and they're like parts of the 401 because they're shut down. Now all these trucks are trying to get through the middle of town, and it's like, this is just crazy because it's wall to wall.
And now with Bloomfield still all dug up.
Did they? No, I thought it fixed it.
Last time I was there, it was a little over a month ago, and it was still a hole.
No, they fixed it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, because they had that all tore up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a disaster.
Massive sewer repair or something, I think.
Well,
and that's the next on-ramp. You got to go all the way from 40 Highway, Communication Road, to Bloomfield.
Yep.
Bloomfield being closed, they have to go all the way.
Well, they
friggin' out to Tilbury.
Yeah, they did talk about, at one point in time, they wanted to make the Charing Cross an on-ramp.
The local residents are fighting that tooth and nail.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want the increased traffic.
I don't know. It's not my decision to make.
It's already 4 friggin' lanes wide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're just snooty rich people.
Yeah. Yeah. I like living by the highway.
You like living by the highway, but you don't want the highway access?
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I don't know.
I've never understood the logic of not doing it.
Nah, there's no logic to it. It's just, it is.
Somebody's paying the right people off.
Well, either that, or
Conspiracy theories.
Nobody's been offered the right amount of money to sell.
Yeah.
So, which more than likely would be in the millions of dollars.
Oh, definitely.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
It is what it is. It's not like we can control it or change it. We're starting a campaign right now.
Go to our GoFundMe. We're looking for $50 million to make our own on and off ramp for the 401.
That I'll probably never use because 40 highway's closer to my house anyways.
That's true too. But it's like right down the road for me. It'd be really convenient for me.
Yep, there you go. So it's all you, man. It's all you.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It's all on your shoulders.
Oh, great. I can hardly wait. Okay. We joked last week about how, say, like, nobody listens to this podcast.
Okay. All right.
Well, I looked at the stats.
Okay.
And turns out there is people.
2, right?
No.
Maybe 3?
No. Well,
4?
There's, excluding Canada, because obviously the majority of our listeners are in Ontario. I have noticed a trend that there's at least one person in California, who I think I know who it is.
I'm pretty sure we know who that is.
Yeah, has listened to just about every episode.
Okay.
Now, person number 2 has listened to close to a dozen episodes, lives in Virginia. Virginia.
Interesting.
Yes, so there's somebody in California, which we have a good idea who it might be, but there's also somebody in Virginia that's listened to just about every show.
Well, hello, Virginia.
Yes. Now, I did notice there's somebody from New Jersey that has just popped up. Probably not anybody we know in New Jersey.
Okay.
Just
don't quash my dreams, man.
Okay, I'm just saying the odds,
right?
Are
I know,
astronomical.
I know.
So, but somebody in New Jersey has popped on and has started to listen. This is the one that blew my mind.
Uh-oh.
Somebody in Sweden has started to listen to this show.
I might have a suspicion on that.
You do?
Yes. Did they listen to the last episode?
I'm going to say it was either the last or second last they popped up.
Because the last episode had Brent Moore.
Yes.
And Brent Moore's best friend lives in Sweden. So it's very possible that might have been him.
So we got the Brent bump.
A little bit.
We got to bring him back.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it's quite possibly that might have been Brent's best friend.
We're big in Sweden.
We're big in Sweden?
No, not really.
Biggest podcast in Sweden?
I find that very hard to believe.
I don't know. We need to know how many podcasts are there in Sweden.
To the Google machine. All right. That's fine.
If the Swedish Chef has a podcast, we're screwed. Okay, I know.
That just goes without saying.
We can't compete with him.
No, there's
hell no. That's like a legend.
How many Swedish podcasts are there?
I'll be surprised if we can even give an answer.
How many? 5 of the best podcasts for Swedish language learners.
Okay.
Best Swedish podcast 2019. That sounds promising.
There we go. Dispatch is number 1. Come on.
Okay. Learn Swedish, SwedishPodcast101.com. Swedish Bananas, 2 regular guys from Sweden. Fronten, Swedish podcast about military history, war, and technology, hosted by Nicholas Sarentag and Robert Lindberg, spoken in Swedish. Effect, it looks like a gaming one. Your Dream Life with Kristen Carlson. You host new Swedish house tracks. I think that
sounds like music. Yeah,
music. Yeah, music composer, producer. Yeah, the UI podcast, Swedish Institute International Affairs.
So there's a bunch.
There's a yeah.
Okay, so we're not number one in Sweden.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Our toe is in the door.
Yeah,
our toe is in the door.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the pinky toe. And it's getting crushed.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling.
No,
by any stretch of the imagination. But
a toe is a toe.
Yeah, we got a little. Oh, so we also got somebody. One person in Germany has listened to one episode.
Wow.
They haven't listened to anything else.
Do you think it's Hasselhoff?
No.
Oh, okay,
probably not. I haven't gotten a cease and desist email yet, so
no. Okay.
I don't think it's Haas.
Okay, good.
Haas.
The Hoff.
The Haas.
The Haas. That's somebody else.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know, but you know what I find interesting?
What?
My reminder didn't go off.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Siri dropped the ball.
I need to get a new phone.
How old's that one?
3-4 years at least. It's an iPhone 6.
Ancient.
It's a 6 Plus.
Wow, really?
Yes. So it's probably 5 years old. Because they're up to 11s now.
Yeah, because I'm rocking the 10.
That's a 6 Plus. I'm due for an upgrade, but if I do upgrade, I don't think I'm going to go Apple. I think I might switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm considering it. I'm just got to do the research to compare notes and the only thing that worries me is I have 2 game apps that I play regularly that I'm going to lose.
Because they don't port over?
I don't know. Because one of them I think does. I just have to dig into it a little bit more. But the other one I'm pretty sure doesn't because it's really old.
Well, so. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I'm thinking about
stay loyal
back on Apple.
Stay loyal.
I don't know.
Loyalty has it.
But the accessories are starting to kill me.
The accessories?
Charge cords and shit.
Oh.
You buy a third-party charge cord.
Yeah.
It'll work for a couple months. And then all of a sudden you start getting an error that says this accessory is not supported. And it'll stop working.
Really?
And I don't know. I don't understand why. But it is something in Apple's software that it starts to recognize that it's not an Apple-approved
really
hardware. Yep.
Because I've used the same charge cord on like the lightning connection on my last 3 phones and I've never had an issue.
I've had it happen with at least a half a dozen different cords over the last couple of years.
That's odd.
Yeah. It drives me fucking crazy. Because it'll start doing it when I'm not looking. Oh, so I'll plug my phone in at night, wake up the next morning, it's not charged.
Gremlins.
Maybe.
Gotta be gremlins.
Maybe.
Can't be.
That sort of thing is starting to really tick me off.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, speaking of gremlins. Saw a good meme.
Yeah.
They had a picture of Baby Yoda.
Okay.
And underneath it had a picture of Gizmo.
Okay.
It says, when you have the same mom, but different dads.
Oh, that's perfect.
I like that one. I thought
that show.
This is so good.
That Mandalorian is such a fantastic and such a well-made show. And now they can start to quiet down. We got a strong female. And the last episode was directed by a female director.
Yep.
So, so they have the inclusion factor going on.
They're not going to be happy.
Oh, no, of course not.
No.
But it's just such a good show.
Yeah. They're already shooting season 2.
Good.
So I think it was Gina Carano had posted pictures that Cara Dune is going to be back at least once for season 2.
Good.
So she's on board. I was like, fantastic.
Yeah. She was great.
Yep. Bryce Dallas Howard knocked it out of the park with her directing of that episode.
Yeah, like you said, it was the Magnificent Seven. Mm-hmm. It was just a new take on that with homage to Hidden Fortress.
Yep, King Kong.
And King Kong. It's just so much goodness.
Well, there was somebody pointed out, he goes, because it was Howard, that she goes, it wasn't King Kong, it was the T-Rex.
Sure.
So I was like, yeah, but
just as menacing, honestly.
Yeah, but I was like, that when the first scene where you could see the red of the cockpit kind of like faintly through the woods, it was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
She did a fantastic job making that episode, and the story is just getting deeper and more compelling as they go on, because now it's a chase movie.
Yep.
Because the Mando, the Mandalorian, has to protect Baby Yoda. They're on the run.
Yep.
And every bounty hunter in the universe, the Star Wars universe, is now after Mando. And give me more of that.
Hells yes.
Yeah, because you have a guy who can handle himself in a fight like no other. And then now he has to run and hide from other bad guys.
Well, you say he can handle himself in a fight, but he did get his ass handed to him pretty good by Gina Carano. Come on now.
If
he wasn't wearing the helmet,
yeah,
she would have took his friggin' head off with that one punch.
Yes. I totally agree with that statement, because that punch, like his head hit the ground before the rest of his body did.
Yes.
And that punch was like, damn. But she did get the jump on him.
True.
So he was flat-footed on that fight.
Sure.
But
she whooped his ass. Come on.
That was a good representation of how badass a well-written character can be. Mm-hmm. Because we just watched 3.5 episodes of The Mandalorian whipping the shit out of everybody. Then Cara Dune shows up and runs him through the ringer. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh,
damn it!
Yeah, she was a Republic shock trooper.
I guess, yeah. I missed that part of it, but I did catch that she was a part of the rebellion at one point, and then you pointed out that she has the rebellion symbol tattoo on her cheek.
Yeah, so cute too. Not as cute as Baby Yoda,
no. But oh, they just keep upping the adorable factor.
Absolutely.
Every episode, there's something more adorable than the last. Right from the opening where he starts pushing buttons.
That
and then looks right at him and does it again.
Don't touch nothing. Just sit still. Don't touch anything. Pew! Pew. Don't tell me what to do.
The bit with the frog and the kids.
Yes. Yeah. So the I don't know how much more adorable that character can be.
Every week it's like, hold my beer, here comes something more.
Oh, you liked last week?
Yeah.
Okay, here, you're really going to dig this week. And
when are we going to find out, does Baby Yoda poop? We haven't run into that yet.
Space
the fact that they gave us our first official Star Wars toilet.
Yes.
Was groundbreaking to start with.
Yes.
Now we got to find out who actually uses it. Well, and with some of those races, how do they use it? Parts aren't all the same between those races.
No. I'm just putting way too much thought into how an Ithorian poops. But
I don't think Baby Yoda is wearing a diaper.
Well, we really
is it just giving pellets everywhere?
We don't know what's under that potato sack that he's wearing.
That's true.
He could be wearing it. Depends. He's 50 after all.
Yeah, he is 50.
So
looks damn good for 50.
Not bad. I wish I could look that good at 50.
You're just as adorable to me.
Oh, that's creepy.
Mission accomplished.
Great, thanks. Wow.
Makes you speechless, didn't it?
Brent put him right beside you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You want to get creepy?
I know.
Look at the circle of creep really flying back here.
I'm well aware of the creepiness with Brent sometimes. Because I tend to be the target of it.
Oh, he loves you.
Yeah.
He just loves you.
Yeah.
It's so cute. But I watched Solo today for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
It was all right.
Would you say better than you expected? Or?
Better than I expected. Maybe a little long.
I can see that. There's a couple scenes. What do you think of the droid rebellion bit?
Didn't really pay much attention to it. It was just like, yay, freedom. It's like, whatever.
I hated that shit.
Droids aren't just going to turn. No matter how.
No. I hated that shit. That entire bit of it.
Yeah.
It ruined the rest of the movie for me.
I just ignored it, really. I focused more on the main characters. The droid stuff it was like, oh, there's shit going on in the background, yay. And I was more focused on when Chewie saw the other Wookiees, and he went after...
That was cool.
That was cool to finally see some more Wookiees in the universe. Was it the Swoop Gang that was coming after Harrelson and whatever, the guy who played Han Solo, Aaron Neville. I don't fucking know.
Aaron Reich or something.
Sure,
like that, I think
whatever. Han Solo and Beckett, the guys,
right? But
it was cool to see them kind of flip the script on them.
Big rumor is that group is going to play a big factor in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
because the Resistance needs backup. The Resistance was hurt pretty bad coming off Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And rumor is Solo introduces to that group, so that group is what's going to boost the Resistance.
I don't know how I feel about that. I was surprised as hell that Darth Maul made an appearance.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, okay. Because when I saw the robotic legs, I thought, Vader? And then he revealed, I was like, that's right. He survived.
Yep.
And
Brent told me all about that because he's followed the Clone Wars saga and whatnot, and that's where that was revealed originally.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool surprise for me, and I said, I dig this. There was, I don't know, parts of it is just like meh.
What do you think of Donald Glover as Lando?
Fantastic pull.
Yeah,
fantastic pull.
He easily steals the movie.
Yeah. The scenes, he chewed up every scene that he was in, and everybody else was just like, I can't act around this dude because he's killing everything. So, no, I really dug it, and I like to see where they go from there.
Yeah.
That's right, New Hope.
Yeah, where does that fit timing-wise? It's before Rogue One, obviously.
Before Rogue One. I think it goes Solo, Rogue One, A New Hope.
Okay.
So it slots itself in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
Okay.
Trying to fill in plot holes and stuff like that. There wasn't really major plot holes.
They did change a bit of the history on how Han gets the Falcon. They did change that slightly. Because as the original story went, yes, he won it in a card game.
Yeah.
But here in this movie, he was already familiar with the Falcon.
Yes.
The way the original story went is he won the card game. Lando had a bunch of ships. He expected Han to take one of the pretty ones up front that looked really good, but they're actually shit.
Yeah.
And Han picked the crappy looking YT in the back that Lando was secretly tricking out. That's how the original story went. They did change that slightly.
Okay.
But I can look past that.
And I like the big FU to the revamped New Hope where Greedo shot first with Han shooting Beckett while they were in the middle of the exposition.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
At the very end. So Beckett goes, "Oh, that was a good idea." Like, yeah, because he's known to shoot first.
Yes.
So,
right on.
Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but it wasn't totally offensive. I'm still really sitting on the fence for The Rise of Skywalker.
I will see it. I'm not rushing out like opening weekend or anything. You know, it's going to be there for a few weeks at least. It's going to do huge numbers, of course. But I'm not going to rush to see it, but I will go see it. I will try to see it in the theater. Got to have that experience and all.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit gun shy coming off of Last Jedi. So they got a huge mess to clean up coming off Last Jedi. Now the trailers do look good.
But it's also, now, they are trailers. There's no guarantees that stuff is in the movies to begin with.
Exactly.
I don't know.
A lot of interesting stuff shown in those trailers. How much of it is red herring and how much of it is legit, we don't know. Yeah. And then, as I mentioned to you last night, there's some sort of featurette or something out there, and Warwick Davis, who played Wicket the Ewok in Return of the Jedi, and he has been in every Star Wars movie since.
They showed his face in Solo.
Yes.
So,
but he was also he played a couple different roles in one of them, I think, at one point.
Well, he fits in droids a lot easier.
Yep. But apparently, word is, according to this featurette thing, he puts the Ewok suit back on. We may get an older Wicket. Did he play Wicket? Yes.
Okay. Because
he was Wicket.
I remember Wicket being very small, and I didn't see Warwick Davis as that small.
You're talking 30 years ago, dude.
That's true, too.
I don't know how old he was at that point, but we're talking over 30 years ago.
Well.
So.
Interesting.
But word is, we're going to see Wicket again. And since we've seen from the trailers that they do go to Endor, because we see the remains of the Death Star.
Ray training on Endor.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah. I'm really snake bit over Last Jedi.
Absolutely.
And there's just parts of it, just like, I'm really loving Mandalorian, and I don't want to ruin that.
I get it.
That feel that I have, because that I get the feeling of this is Star Wars again for me. This is like I'm OG.
This has the imagination running.
Yeah, I'm OG OT. So
amen, brother.
And Mandalorian is giving me that feeling all over again. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about the prequels. I'm definitely...
The fact that it is its own story, you know, with very minimal ties to what we know, other than, okay, the Empire is in shambles.
We've seen Stormtroopers.
This is before the rise of the First Order.
Yep. And the New Republic is still trying to form.
Right. So it doesn't have to tether to any major plot points or plot stories.
No.
Now, where this could lead and the ramifications from it could be interesting down the road. Obviously, we're not going to see any of those ramifications in Rise of Skywalker.
No.
You're not going to see an older baby Yoda pop up.
How would you even explain that off?
Exactly. You can't.
And if they can keep the Mandalorian its own self-contained thing while still being in that universe, that would make me happier.
Rey and all them, they can have their adventures. Yeah. Other people are in that galaxy having their own adventures.
Absolutely.
So we can stick to that.
Said this is the first shot, and everybody's like, okay, just give Jon Favreau, just set him up in a place with a laptop and just like keep writing stories.
Now, I for one would love for them to dust off a couple of those books that no longer exist.
Oh, from the expanded universe stuff?
The stuff that no longer exists, yes. And I would really like to see something with the character of Talon Card.
Oh, yeah.
The smuggler captain who had his own group there. We introduced Mara Jade and whatnot.
Yep.
You can leave Mara Jade out of it. I realize that gets convoluted with her connection with Luke and all that. Yep. Leave her out of it, but I would love to see Talon Card and his crew. I would love to see some of that. And I'm hoping at some point maybe the Mandalorian crosses paths with him.
What about the Thrawn storyline?
Well, it is canon. They did bring him in Clone Wars as well, or Rebels. One of the animateds did bring Thrawn in, so that could happen.
Ooh, that would be something.
That would be really something. But they made Thrawn canon, so it's very possible. They're obviously going to cherry pick pieces, right? So,
well, when Kathleen Kennedy first said that the expanded universe doesn't exist anymore, it was just like, why would you throw away all that?
No, they just want to pick and choose what they want to pull out of it. Yeah. I can get maybe neglecting the race of the Nogri that Thrawn had under his personal assassin.
You can really retool that Thrawn storyline, make it a little less convoluted, and just make it, especially have the Yuuzhan Vong, that threat too.
That's huge.
That's a huge threat.
That's a massive storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd ever get there.
Oh, no, probably not.
It's too huge. If they were to go there, it'll be another trilogy of films, I bet.
But you can do so much on TV now.
Oh, I get that. But if they're really going to go with the Yuuzhan Vong in any way, it's going to end up being a movie trilogy of some sort. Yeah,
because Mandalorian is exorbitantly expensive to shoot. I think it was like $150 million.
That's why the episodes are so short. Yeah. I think the longest one was 41.
Yeah.
Which I like that. It's a nice palatable size.
Yes.
And the pacing is never dull. Nope. Pacing moves really well with it. So I like that it's a nice palatable bite-sized episode. I'm
liking the weekly release too. It makes Destination TV show back up again.
First thing Friday morning before I even go get in the shower, I get I open my Disney Plus app and download it onto my phone so I don't have to stream it. It'll already be there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the way you do it.
That's my Friday mornings.
Awesome.
I'm also looking forward to, they have another show that also they put new episodes up on Fridays too. That Encore one.
I haven't checked that out yet, but I will. I kind of forgot about it, and then you posted something about it on your Facebook feed and I went, oh yeah, that. And
because I just love it. And that's why if Xander hadn't gone home yesterday, we would have been watching that today because I know he'll like it too.
Okay.
It's just so good for theater kids like myself, theater nerds, if you will.
Yep.
It's just such a good show. So that's 2 for Disney Plus. Yep. That's 2 of their original content. Although I am hearing good things about their Christmas movie, Noelle, starring Anna Kendrick. I've heard good things about that, but it's a Christmas movie. It's Anna Kendrick. I'm sure it's
Anna Kendrick.
Right. I like Anna Kendrick. Oh, dude, you don't want to start a fight.
I'll fight you.
You need to see the movie Mr. Right, and I think your opinion of Anna Kendrick will change. No, stop it. This isn't Dog River, like whatever on Corner Gas.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah, I don't know what the town is. I've only watched a handful of episodes of Corner Gas.
Yeah. So. Fuck. Drawn a blank.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but every time they mention the other town, no. But Mr. Right is a great movie with Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick, and it's my favorite Anna Kendrick role. Come on, stop it! Stop it!
Says you.
Yeah, says me. I'm the one talking to you right now, so yes, I said it.
Oh, fine then. Gotta be so uppity about it.
I just like Anna Kendrick. Stop! Listen, you're driving me to drink.
You're welcome. What do you think of that?
But hey, it's wet.
Okay,
and I forgot to grab my pop out of the car.
Oh my goodness! How can you record a podcast and be dehydrated?
I bought 3 6-packs of pop for Crystal. I meant to grab one to bring in, and I forgot to grab one.
Should be nice and cold when you get back to them.
Yep.
So
that's what we want.
Yeah. So. That's true too. My God, this is so low energy. What do you got?
What are we at for time?
55 minutes.
Oh, geez, come on. Yeah, we need to fill. You got any would you rathers or anything else? Come on. Pull something out of your magic hat.
I think I had some, but I can't. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember. Okay. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather be able to swim 3 times as fast as you do now, or be able to run 1.5 times faster than you do now?
Swimming's just not that high a priority for me.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Is that involved with rugby? If I could run 1.5 times faster than I can currently, I might take a shot at playing again this year.
There you go.
So I would go with running 1.5 times faster.
If I lived like on an island somewhere or something where swimming was a more everyday thing,
yes,
then the swimming might be a factor. But,
absolutely.
I
wholeheartedly agree with that one. Like it's cool to be able to swim well, but
what do I want to be, Aquaman? No.
Talk to fish. Who cares?
Congratulations, he's Aquaman. He has all the powers of SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Of course, I dare you to say that to Jason Momoa's face.
He would agree.
Probably, actually.
Yeah, he would agree.
He's a pretty cool dude, so yeah, probably.
Would
Jason Momoa as SpongeBob.
I think I see him more as
Patrick.
No. The sea captain superhero.
Oh, Mermaid Man?
Yeah, Mermaid Man.
And Barnacle Boy.
Yes. Okay, found it. All right.
Jason Momoa as Mermaid Man.
Yeah, okay, there's one in here I just like, bad question. No, I'm not asking. I'm just relaying.
Okay.
Would you rather get a new cat every month or witness a dog get killed every year? I was like, why? Why would you ask that question?
That's just too far opposite.
Yeah.
Because I can't do the cat thing. I'm allergic.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Would you rather wear your unwashed underwear for days, or wear someone else's washed clean underwear?
Someone else's washed clean underwear.
Okay. Crystals? You probably got crystals.
As long as they're washed, I have no problem with it.
Okay. Would you rather have anxiety or depression? I got both. So I got the bonus package.
Yeah. Okay. That's a stupid one.
Yeah.
They usually go hand in hand, so.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. All right. Would you rather be blind or not be able to close your eyes?
I don't know how to answer that.
Because I figure if you can't close your eyes, after a while, you're going to go blind.
Probably.
So,
yeah.
I don't get some of these questions.
Yeah, these are weak, man. These are weak. We're both failing miserably.
Yeah. Well, as an artist, would you rather be underpaid or overrated?
Oh, underpaid.
Underpaid for sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because once people deem you as overrated, people stop watching or stop looking at you.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And if you don't believe me, just look at Hollywood.
Where'd it go? Nope, that's not it. Okay.
Oh, you start giggling like that, it makes me worry.
Would you rather have two belly buttons side by side or one nipple in the middle of your chest?
I kind of already have the nipple.
You have a superfluous third nipple?
I do.
Really?
Yes.
You're
not quite in the center, but I have a mole right here. That's not the one I'm talking about.
Well, that's not the center of your chest.
I know, but
like
I have a mole right in the center of my chest.
Okay. Put your goddamn shirt back on. Would you rather live in California, Florida, or Hawaii?
Never been to Hawaii. I hear good things.
Mm-hmm.
But it has also got a huge... is it meth?
Meth.
Yeah.
And homeless.
Yeah. California, you got to worry about the earthquakes and wildfires. But then again, it's close to Kevin. I could be a celebrity stalker. Florida, no. I have, again, the meth problem and...
Alligators,
yeah.
Humidity.
I'm really tasty to alligators. I would probably pick California.
California?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Hawaii would be just too difficult to travel from because you have to fly everywhere.
True.
California, at least you're still on the mainland.
No. You can take a boat in Hawaii.
For a reasonable time, reasonable speed of travel.
All right.
California, at least you're still on the mainland. It's a little easier to...
Yep. Okay. This one might be a little more interesting to you.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather attend all 3 days of Woodstock 1969 or spend one night at Studio 54?
Ooh. If you could throw a third option in there of Live Aid?
Not an option.
Damn it. Because that's my dream, is to see Queen's performance at Live Aid.
Live Aid one?
That's just... Studio 54 is supposed to be quite the party.
Yeah, because I remember listening to one podcast. They're talking about one of the managers would go up during the night and start popping ammo poppers into the air conditioning ducts.
Fuck.
And he goes, everybody's going like, what's going on? Oh, I just want to make sure everybody's having a good time. Well, no shit.
Okay, I'm going to pick Studio 54.
Just for the free high?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Woodstock, I don't think would be a good scene for me. Mainly because I'd be worried about getting my nipple bitten off by a unicorn.
Or the brown acid.
Yeah.
All right.
Just glance over my unicorn comment. Thanks.
I know. I've heard it before. There was no selling that one. Would you rather get stitches or get bitches?
Oh, bitches, of course.
Okay.
Like I don't already have them.
Wow. Would you rather have a nipple-sized dick or a dick-sized nipple? Nipples. Sorry. Multiples.
I saw that in Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy once. Yeah. Guy, Stick Nipples was his name.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the stick nipples. I'm going to go with the penis nipples, yeah.
Penis nipples?
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather know what comes after death or know how and when you die?
I don't want to know how and when I'm going to die because that's just the paranoia that I don't need. I'm pretty sure we've had that conversation already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with where does death go? Yeah, I think I'd prefer that. Knowing what's gonna be next. I think that's better.
This is so dumb. Would you rather have mashed potatoes in your socks or gravy in your pockets?
What? Mashed potatoes in my socks
or gravy in your pockets. So dumb.
That is extremely dumb. I'm kind of curious to know what does that say about me if whichever way I choose. You know, a lot of these, the way the would you rather's work, it's supposed to be telling about your psyche or your, something like that. A lot of these don't fit that bill because what really are you going to derive from mashed potatoes versus gravy? But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the gravy.
Gravy in your pocket?
Yeah, there's something about my feet
squishing mashed potatoes.
I don't think. Yeah, I hate when I get like a soaker feeling. It's just bad enough. Mashed potatoes in the mix is just going to make that too much. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather be 20% faster or 20% stronger than you are currently?
Probably go stronger.
I would go faster.
I think I'd go stronger.
Yeah.
I'm not built for speed, anyways.
Okay. Would you rather get an oil massage with boiling oil or acupuncture with a nail gun?
Ow?
Ow? Just like, there's no good option here.
This sounds like a Sasko Twins friggin' body modification friggin' horror movie. My God. I'm gonna. The thought of being burned, because that's like a longer lasting pain. Yes. I think so. I think I'm gonna go with the nail gun, but that's gonna go deep.
Yeah.
There's no winning in this scenario.
There's one of those ones.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the nail gun.
I think I'm with you with that one. Because I've been burned.
Burns take forever to heal.
And it hurts so much. All right. Yeah. Would you rather bring a loved one back to life or bring a hated one to death?
Ooh. I don't think there's anyone that I can say I truly hate enough to actually wish them dead. At least not anybody like personal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I would love one back to death.
Yeah, that's
and
all right.
And don't ask me any further because that's a tough choice. There's two people that come to mind, and that's not easy.
Yeah. Would you rather die right now or be immortal for 3,000 years?
Oh, that's the good one. Yeah. Oh. Obviously, I don't want to die right now.
No.
But the immortality, there's always that, and we've seen it in so many stories, so many movies and whatnot, that immortality is not what it's made out to be.
Especially 3,000 years. When you look at what people are saying right now, we maybe have 50 years worth of viable soil left on the planet. After that, we're in trouble.
So you're an immortal walking around on a freaking dust ball.
Exactly.
But then there's also the aspect of I've watched my entire family and generations of my family die.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could handle the immortality.
That's a rough one because it's a 3,000 years.
3,000 years is a fuck of a long time. Yep. That's a lot of death to experience.
Yep.
You eventually you'd end up becoming a villain. You'd end up becoming a tyrant or something like that because you're just dead inside from all that pain and loss you've experienced.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd rather not have to go through that. So
you got to die right now.
Sure.
All right.
Just don't put the knife down. Mike, no. Mike, put the knife down. Mike.
Which one?
Mike, no.
Which one?
I was trying to turn this into a radio play.
Oh, I got fire.
I just said I don't like getting burned.
That's why I set you on fire.
I don't like it.
No. Here,
damn it.
Have a jujube.
Okay.
Not the black ones. Damn it. I've revealed myself.
Yes, you did, you JuJube-ist.
JuJube-ist.
I knew your true JuJube-ist would come out.
That's not what it is.
I think you might want to. I think we might want to stop there.
I think so. I think we ran into the brick wall about 20 minutes ago.
Probably, yeah.
And it's just a matter of like, well, we'll
step the game up. Don't worry, folks.
Yeah, do we leg this out to make it a little bit longer, or do we just like? I
think we've got as far as we can go for this week.
Okay. What I do want to do.
Okay.
If you are our listener in Virginia, email me. Tell me about yourself. Email me at mike.lutz52@gmail.com. mike.lutz52@gmail.com.
Or you can email me at Count Beishi, CountBeishi JujubeCCHY@hotmail.com. Either one of us, please. Any listener out there,
say hi.
Let's just say hi. Tell us about yourself. If you got some funny stories to share, anything, whatever.
Would you rather?
Would you rathers? Give us some good would you rathers, please.
Homebrewed would you rather?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good last time.
Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here.
Where can they find us again?
Facebook. We just gave away our email addresses.
True. You're on Twitter.
No. I killed that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. It was just, I hate Twitter.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I know it's the thing that we're supposed to do to build an audience, but
you know what? What I find with Twitter is if you don't have a following, you're not going to get a following.
Yeah, that's true.
You've got to have connections to build that following. If it's not there, it's not there. I'm going to keep it because I get tweets from Kevin and from Chris Jericho. And,
I killed mine, but I had to restart it because
that's why I got that notification about you. Okay.
Yeah. Because following a subreddit for wrestling, they post a lot of links to Twitter.
Okay.
And if you're not on Twitter, you can't see the links.
Gotcha.
So that's the only reason I put it back on.
Okay.
All right. So, dispatches from Shed Quarters. This has been Mike.
And Jason.
We will talk with you next week.
Bye-bye. And Mike is a JuJube-ist.
I am not.